Hello everyone and welcome to your spoken language component 3 presentation. Today your learning outcomes are to be able to know what a pass, merit and distinction look like, to choose a topic for your spoken language presentation if you haven't already done so, to create a mind map of ideas for your presentation, and to use the given sentence stems to structure your presentations. Let's begin. So to recap, this is what we will be doing today. Pick a topic you want to talk about. Prepare a cue card to help you remember what you want to say. And think about the sorts of questions that you might be asked. Remember, the spoken language will take 3 to 5 minutes of you talking and 3 to 5 minutes question time. So, what is the GCSE Spoken Language Endorsement? It is the speaking and listening component of the English language exam. You must prepare a spoken presentation or speech on a specific topic. You're required to do this for your English language GCSE exam. Your speech should be no more than 10 minutes. So that's as part of or following the presentation, you must listen to and respond appropriately to questions and feedback. So you will have 3 to 5 minutes of you speaking independently and 3 to 5 minutes of you responding appropriately to questions and feedback. Your presentation must be formal, but may take a wide variety of forms, including talks, debates, speeches, and dialogues. Presentations must be planned and organized. You can use pre-prepared notes to assist you during your presentations, but you do not have to if you do not wish to. Your speech will be recorded, and you must perform your speech as though you're speaking to a wider audience than just one person. So as I've said before, speaking and listening is now called spoken language and is a separate endorsement. You'll be awarded a pass, merit, or distinction. And as you can see by the diagram, distinction is the highest award, then comes merit, and then comes pass. There is, of course, a fail. You can get a fail, which is not classified as well. Let us now look at the spoken language criteria. So, in addition to the general criteria to be awarded a pass, a learner's performance in his or her spoken language assessment must meet all of the following criteria. And please note that there are 4 bullet points for each criteria, and all of those bullet points must be met in order for you to achieve that award. If, for example, a bullet point is not met, you will have to go to the lower award. So in the case of a pass, if you don't meet all the bullet points on the pass criteria, then you would be awarded not classified. So let us go through the pass criteria. So the first bullet point expresses straightforward ideas, information, or feelings. So this is about speaking clearly, speaking confidently, but you're just expressing a clear point, and it doesn't allow it to be developed enough to be challenging. So for example, topics are very important, the topics that you choose, because that can limit you within an award and not give you that opportunity to stretch and challenge yourself. So please be careful the topics you choose. So for example, what topics could limit you to the award of a pass? If you decide to talk about, for example, your hobby, that has the potential of limiting you to a pass, because you cannot extend that topic much. The scope is not very wide. All you'd have to talk about is what your favorite hobby is and describe it, and then maybe suggest why other people should like that hobby or should take that hobby on. So it's not very challenging. Let's look at the second bullet point. Makes an attempt to organize and structure his or her presentation. So right there you can see that organization is paramount. You must organize your presentations, you must structure it, and that's why we are saying that you need to create your script, write it as a speech, and then practice it, and then you can put it on cue cards for ease of remembering it and presenting it. The third bullet point talks about making an attempt to meet the needs of the audience. And this is about how do you engage your audience? How do you get your audience on board? So it's really imperative for you to have the eye contact. Use your voice as a tool as well, so that you're speaking clearly, confidently. Use your range of devices to hook your audience as well. And then the final bullet point is about listening to questions, feedback, and providing an appropriate response in a straightforward manner. So when you're asked a question, there are some things that you must do, and one of the things that you must do is answer clearly in a clear sentence. So say when you're asked a question, just say no or yes is not an option. You need to answer in full sentences and develop your answers as much as possible. Let's look at a merit. So the first bullet point, it says expresses challenging ideas, information, feelings using a range of vocabulary. And we spoke about the topics and your topic choices, how they're very important in terms of aiding you to get the highest award. So choosing an idea that is challenging, that gives that scope for further development. Second bullet point, organizes and structures his or her presentation clearly and appropriately to meet the needs of the audience. And then the third bullet point, achieves the purpose of his or her presentation. So whatever the purpose of your presentation is it to inform? Is it to entertain? Is it to persuade? Whatever, you need to pinpoint why you're giving your presentation. What do you hope to accomplish? Is it just to give some information about a topic? If so, you need to put in all the strategies in order to achieve the purpose. The next bullet point is listens to questions, feedback, responding formally and in some detail. So again, that onus on answering your question. It is 3 to 5 minutes at the end for the question and answer session. So you need to really think about what possible questions could be asked and start to formulate the answers to those questions. For distinction, it is about expressing sophisticated ideas, and it is really clear when a speech or presentation is distinctive. We have a lot of exemplars. We have heard Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech. We have heard Barack Obama's presidential speech, and we know that they use a lot of rhetorical devices, a lot of rhetorical features to get the audience on side. So you have the examples of a distinction, a pass, and a merit that will help you. You need to prepare, have your presentations ready, and not only have them ready, but you need to put time in where you have gotten the opportunity to also practice. So it will be 3 to 5 minutes of you talking, so that's a maximum of 5 minutes, and then 3 to 5 minutes question time, with that being a maximum of 5 minutes as well. So let's start creating your presentation using your cue card. If you have not yet chosen your topic, here's a list of potential topics that you can choose one from. They're all challenging and sophisticated topics, so already you will have that advantage. So go through the list and see which one you're passionate about or you're interested in, so that you can create your presentations. So you're going to use the given topic and complete the following activities. I've also included in this presentation a circle map to help you fine-tune and brainstorm your ideas. So you should have decided on your topic. Pick something that you know a lot about and that you have some interest in. And then we're going to brainstorm all the things you could say about your topic. So after you've chosen your topic, I would like you to brainstorm at least 7 things that you think you could say about your topic, that you think it is important for you to say about this topic. So really think about why you have chosen this topic and what are some of the things that people need to know about this topic. And then afterwards, you'll order your brainstorm ideas into a logical order. And after, develop those brainstorm ideas, so then you can write your argument. So this is the circle map, and I'm going to show you how to complete a circle map. So this is my completed circle map, and as you see, the smaller circle is where you're going to put your topic. So my example today is what makes a good learner. Now all around the bigger circle, in the bigger circle, I have put all my brainstorm ideas of what would make a good learner and what are the things that I would like to talk about if I was giving this presentation. I would like you to have a go at doing this now for yourself, linked to the topic that you previously chose. So please use the information from your circle map to write up your presentation using the writing frame below. I have given some hints, so select your topic. You should have done that already. And you're going to make your talk interesting by using a hook. So a hook is that first sentence that really engages your audience, and it could be you could use a rhetorical question, you could use repetition. So think about what you want to use to draw your audience in. Also put in statistical references. Please use anecdotes, please use counter argument, and of course emotional appeal. So when you structure this writing frame, you're going to put in your hook as your introduction. Then you're going to put down your 3 points that you're going to be using to argue in your presentation. Please then develop these points in a detailed way. Now, these sentence stems are there to help you to order or organize your presentation. So, before you begin the presentation, you need to introduce yourself by stating your first and last name and your candidate number. So, for example, you would say, I am Tom Jones and my candidate number is 1111. Then you would go on to number 1 of the sentence stem by saying, good morning, I'm going to talk about. Now, if it's afternoon, you change the good morning to afternoon. And then I'm going to talk about, for example, racism. So good morning, I'm going to talk about racism. Then number 2, I'm going to talk about racism because here is your opportunity to put the passion for your topic in your presentation. So you need to communicate to your audience why you're passionate about this topic. After you have introduced your topic, after you've said why you're talking about this topic, you need to put some sentence stems that move your argument along. So moving on, I would like to talk about why I'm interested in X. Or firstly, I would like to give you some information about. Or you could say, having discussed the key information, I want to move on to how this affects us. Or one final thought on the topic I'd like to leave people with is, or one of the most interesting things about this topic is, or 8 some key facts about the topic are. So I've gone through the sentence stems. Notice I've left number 9 until last because that is what you're going to say after you've done your presentation. The final thing you need to say in order to alert me that you have come to the end is number 9. Does anyone have any questions? And when you say that, that is an indication that your presentation is over, and I'll say yes, and then I'll ask my question. Okay, so that will indicate to anyone listening and to me that you have come to the end of your presentation. I have come to the end of this, your spoken language presentation, and I'll just like to go through a checklist just to help you to know what you need to have accomplished at this stage, or what you will need to go and work on in order to have your presentations ready. Have you completed all of the following? And please do check and go through this checklist. It will help you. So jot down 10 ideas you could say both for and against the topic and position you've taken. Decide which way you want to argue and highlight about 6 good points from your list. Put these points into a logical order so that one follows from another, or so the points get stronger as you go on. Now add detail to each one. Hook, facts, statistics, real life examples, anecdotes, counter argument, emotional appeal. Write your speech up into a fluent essay form, including an introduction and conclusion. Copy your speech into note form on a piece of paper or on small cue cards. Practice delivering your speech using only your notes. So we've come to the end of the spoken language presentation. Thanks for listening. Bye for now. and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.